Zeke.primes. It's an actual mirror. I don't have a friend on the other side there with a hand that's as skinny as mine. Like, that's actually me. I have a mirror. What the hell am I gonna do with a mirror? It's cool, not gonna lie. Um, but yeah. All it really serves is just to remind me how blue this room is. It's blue and white and colors all over. What else can you think of that's blue and white? There's sports cars, the Mustangs, they prefer to be blue and white. Don't know why. Shelby and Mustang, you know. So, Cybertronian, I did not invent this language. People seem to think, hey, Nathonis, you invented this language, that's cool. No, it's cool, yes, but I didn't invent the language. Come to think of it, the language didn't exist until 2007, and back then I was only 3 years old. You can't invent. Well, come to think of it, you can invent a language when you're 3. But good luck trying to remember those words. But yeah, I never invented the language. I improved on it. I improved upon it from what already exists. And in the process, one of my videos got over 1,000 views. 1,395 views. That is shocking. And only 36 likes, which I'm not overly surprised about. Some people really don't understand that, I made the language what it is. I'm not taking it straight from the fandom. But on this video, I have over 60 comments. And a lot of people, well, they're like, how do you say this? How do you say that in Cybertronian? So I type it out. That is so not easy. Okay? Like, I have to phoneticize it, which means that I have to phonetically type it out the way it would be pronounced. Generally, that's about as easy as trying to cut into stone with a plastic spoon. Or trying to explain why an ice cube is just a loaf of water. Riddle me that, will you? Anyway, so one comment really got me, and it warmed my heart. So, this person, Kyle Lee, he says, how would you say happy birthday in Autobot? I want to point this out right now. There's no such thing as a birthday on Cybertron, but there is a similar event called Nok, which is sort of a celebration of birth or creation, but it's only celebrated like every 1,000 years or so, and only Autobots celebrate it. So it's only because the Autobots, only they have personalities. No offense, Decepticons. And so yeah, I described that to him, and he says, thanks, I just wanted to know because it's for my son's birthday theme. Which warmed my heart. I was like, holy crap. So I'm an influence to people. The creator says, how would you say I don't fear you in Ionic? Ionic? Iaconian? It would sound somewhat like, Shli Calicre Treap. It's harder to pronounce than it is to type out. Shkli Kalikre Tape. And then you got people who, ask how the language is made. Watch the development of the language under my leadership. What does I'm gonna do it mean in the Decepticon Cybertronian language? It sounds like Kirsty Elch Romson. Kirsty Elch Romson. Congratulations. Somebody wanted to know how you say insane in Cybertronian. And if you're gonna ask how do you say this in Cybertronian, I'm gonna go straight for Iaconian, because Autobots all the way, ladies and gentlemen. Or primes. So, Random Videos says, how do you say insane? Hard to spell, but to pronounce sounds like Tetzo. Tetzo. I think that was the first one I ever replied to. What does Decepticons mobilize in Chaotic? Okay. Desion Emotia. Hold on. Desion Imbotia. I can't do the Chaotic accent. Yes, there are Cybertronian accents. But if you watch the first Transformers movie, the Decepticons mobilization scene, they're speaking in Chaotic. So that's Starscream, Barricade, Brawl, who calls himself Devastator, Blackout, Bone Crusher. They're speaking in Chaotic. And it sounds more robotic than Iaconian. It sounds like beeps and, in terms of writing, it's the emotion. That's how you actually pronounce it. Tell me you can spell which is not Decepticons mobilize, it's more like get ready Decepticons. And then Cyber Phoenix says he's gonna make a vid on it. It is quite hard to spell them in English. I mentioned that a bunch of times. Somebody wanted me to upload a video of me pronouncing every letter of the Cybertronian language. Only I didn't realize that the actual language itself has well over 130 letters. No joke. It actually does. And because of that, you'd be lucky to get the main 26 out of me. How do you say Soundwave superior in Decepticon Cybertronian language? Okay, well. Sudav Katirosho. Sudav meaning Soundwave. The Gaming Bee says, how do you say recognize one of your knights? Ishkolas tang travo si clemo. I know it almost sounds like French. Cybertronian does sound like French. But it looks like Japanese. Ishkolas tang travo si clemo. Oh, somebody asked the exact same question. Ishkolis tang travo si clemo. Somebody asks, how do you learn this? I mostly make it up as I go along. If you didn't know that, well, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Ukoshimadash Yoteshkimandashi Vasco, Kafalin Bashias Kadimato, Avogotashkos.
In other words, you can't learn it unless you make it up as you go along the way that I do, but recognize some of your vowels and whatnot. How do you pronounce the whole alphabet in Cybertronian A to Z in Chaonic? Oh, 114. Just do 27. Sounds similar to our alphabet. Alphabet, D, F, G. Sorry, I couldn't do more. 3 days after my birthday, I get Cybertronian language. Thank you. That's from Tiffany Williams. And, well, I'll be honest with you. I'm glad that people are, they take this language as such a huge influence. I invented the language mostly just for fun. Just like I invented the channel for fun. And yet, you got people here who literally say that this language influenced them to create their own languages. Can you please translate All Hail Megatron in Chaonic? Oh, and he also used the universal greeting, Ba Weep Gragna Weep Ninny Bong. No, that's not bong like in the English language bong. Good try, though. It would sound very hard to pronounce, by the way. But Blackout actually says it in the first Transformers movie. Vuzitaza Megatron. Now, to actually do it with the Chaonic accent, Vuzitaza Megatron. Yeah. It's hard to replicate. Vuzitaza Megatron. Somehow, the idea to write a book on the Cybertronian language, Atomic Lad mentioned this, that I should write a book on how to speak Chaonic and Iaconian. Not likely, because good luck trying to find a printer that can create the Cybertronian language. How do you say hello, because I don't get it? Like, Zikta. There's no actual way to spell it, by the way. So, it could be spelled with an I or two E's. It's phonetical. How do you say the legend exists? Optimus says it in Age of Extinction. He says, For stab e vas eternally qua. And how about you are my closest friend, I would give up my life for you. Seact ist orazno teklomet tezomi asta kona. Somebody may also point out that it sounds like Spanish. I mean, if this sounds like Spanish, look up the Spanish language and tell me what this means. That's for you if you get it. How about I love you? Ooh, haha. That's an awkward one, especially given my current situation. You cannot say I love you to anybody in Cybertronian, because they won't get it, and they'll probably kick you in the balls. And if you're a girl, they'll probably just knock you out or something. And if they're a guy and you're a girl saying it to them, either he'll pass out or run away. Tezo Shensa. Okay? If I catch anybody saying that to me, I won't be happy. Okay? Do not say Tezo Shensa to anybody.
because they'll be confused, you know. Come to think of it, don't speak Cybertronian to anybody because they don't know what it means. If you don't know the language, but you want to try and learn it for yourself, okay, go ahead. But if you try and speak it to people who don't know it, well, it's probably not going to turn out well. Oh my god. That's right, Be the Key wanted to find out what Tezo Shensa was. You know, how do you say I love you in Cybertronian? And I even said specifically, it's the easiest one to say it to somebody and they'll give you a funny look. Believe me. They will. Be the Key replies, LMAO, I'm gonna send it to my crush and say it means good night. All I could say to him was good luck. Not going to lie, there are so many Cybertronian things that I would translate. But the thing is, I don't translate any language. I speak the language. Okay? So to actually translate it, that's harder work for me. I will translate it, gladly. But sometimes you'll find me cursing under my breath in Cybertronian. If I were to say it in English, I'd probably get in trouble. You know? So, holy crap, I looked different in 2019. At least my hair did. Got people who say I like this language. People who say this is so cool. I'm an honorable prime for standing up to the haters. I wouldn't say I stand up to the haters, but more or less block them out. Somebody asked me if I'm able to teach them how to speak this. I said in my whole classes. Probably not. I mean, this is what the videos are for, is teaching you how to speak this. Although, probably not the best idea for you to go around speaking Cybertronian, because then you'll sound like an idiot. Believe me. It happens to me all the time. Did you make this language? I improved upon it. What's your source? The Transformers movies. Okay, well. So, as you can tell, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, like the language. But when I walk around school speaking it to people, they think I'm weird. I don't know, social media is different from real life on so many levels. I don't speak it very often anymore because I'm trying not to allow myself to be, you know, hit with all those negative comments like, you're weird and stuff like that. I'm used to it. I'm just tired of hearing it. I will speak Cybertronian. In fact, I will, especially when it's effective. I don't do it very often anymore. So, those of you who wonder why I don't speak it anymore, that's why, you know. The haters, well, the haters, let's just say the haters can iroskumatashkitas. And no, that was not go F themselves. It was something way worse. And not kill themselves. That's not it. But if haters want to say things to me, if you're a hater and you're watching this video, and I know you know who you are. If you're a hater and you're watching this video and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to dislike or I'm going to comment something bad, I don't care. Okay? That's all I have to say. Ito shikumato yasa. I don't care. Say what you want. Okay? You can be negative. And to the supporters of my channel, you can be as negative to me as you want. But leave the supporters alone. Okay? That's all I have to say. So, do what you damn well please. Yadoshka Yivaroska. Is it Russian? Is it Spanish? Is it Japanese? Is it French? I ain't saying. I don't know any of those languages. I know a bit of French. But don't ask me to speak it. I'm pretty good at it. Kresota, you know, I'm using a bumblebee to hold up my camera right now. Kretasko adresa motor katasos. No. Eres gnidabaso. Still take into consideration the ice cube being a loaf of water. That's still gonna get me. Every day, I'm going to think about that, and I'm going to realize why I like being alive. Because people say shit like that. Just one small note for you people. Do not go cursing in Cybertronian. You can curse in French, or Spanish, or Italian, or whatever, just do not curse in Cybertronian. And do not speak to me in Cybertronian with curses. I will know what you're saying. And if you curse to me in Cybertronian, well, that's just as bad as cursing to me in English. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just walk away. So, atoshka de so primes, katoshimidas akodarisa.